My welding gloves on.
Okay, we got the fork dampener rod is fused in there. There's a spring down in here that I'm guessing is water and rust come out of the tube, so I'm sure there's water in there, or had been.
Okay. We'll see. Put a little heat to it. I'm going to smoke up in here a little bit, all the oil and grease. Keep heating until it smokes and starts bubbling spread out the in there. That's how you know you're going to heat it. It'll start moving. So the grease is doing a little good. It's up at 400 degrees at least. It's burning good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Notice how it's not moving.
Here comes the spring, though.
Blow it back.
Is that spring bigger than that?
No, that's good. Spring's usable. The problem with the rest of this is not the best. So we're going to use a little tip dip here. Wax works real good. Paste wax. Don't have any paste wax with it. I used that up years ago. So we're going to use this tip dip.
Oh yeah, look at that. Come to Papa.
That side too. There we go. Put a little bit of that in there.
Oh man. You don't ever do any quenching.
Quenching is not good on steel, it makes it brittle. I'm hitting it hard, but not hard enough to do much damage
but
yet.
boy, oh boy, that thing.
It's not moving at all. Now, I don't know if it's rusted here, there, or in the bottom down here. I didn't put any heat down here yet, so that'll be the next area to go to, is that. This has a fiber material down here which will start to burn. So I'm going to start heating this section here up a little bit and try not to get the fibers too hot.
Now what does that braze melt at? What does brazing melt at?
Braze? Oh, that'll be pretty high up.
You wouldn't get that hot.
No, that's 1,200–1,300 degrees.
That's why I was curious. So you're thinking we're working more around 400 or 500 degrees?
Oh, it'll start going red on you about 800, 900.
But we're still a long way from.
It'll be cherry red by the time I'm done. You just watch. just going to progressively move up on the temperature. I don't want to take the heat treat away, but I'm going to be starting doing that when I start getting the heat up higher. Trying to avoid that, but that hard heatness I went to right there was not enough to take away heat treat, but if I go much hotter, it will.
And heat treating is a process where you heat it up and then quench it at different times to give it the hardness, correct?
Yeah, then you draw it back with heat.
Right. But that's an actual process.
All this old metal that's used on Harleys and most cars was spring steel. The stuff they make reproduction is made out of just cold rolls or hot rolls.
Which makes it easier to produce and cheaper.
This will actually spring back on you when you hit something. It'll spring back. That's why these don't bend much.
Right.
It takes a big hit to make
Takes a big hit to make them go.
Right, unlike a new front end, you just touch it, the damn thing will bend.
Butter.
Yep. You always got to worry about the after effects of whatever you do.
Right.
Everything you do has ramifications. That's going to burn again down there. Tube's getting hot now. Gotta keep moving the torch around so I don't get the spot in one area. Stuff all braised together, finish braised, so it don't get too hot. Heat turned bright red.
Yeah.
That heat treat's gone. That part doesn't even matter. It'll probably fall off in there. I'll get ready to stop anyway. See, it's still solid as a rock. Not moving. See that piece is falling off.
Is that rod hard to, is that irreplaceable, that rod?
No, I got the ones.
I was going to say maybe you just want to go ahead and... Boy, that thing's solid.
Yep. See, it hasn't moved yet. See, now it's starting to mush it over. Alright, more heat. This whole thing's going to wind up being sure ready. Just watch. Red. Get close to going red down there, sure. See like that was burning down there?
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. Pretty damn hard there. I think it's got tighter.
How about if you stand it up on the floor and beat down? You won't lose anything. You know, with some kind of backing behind it.
Like that.
Want a bigger hammer.
Like that. You know, big as all you want, it ain't gonna move.
Good Lord.
It's in there. She's tight. Big hammer.
Bigger. Attaboy. Jesus. Vaporizing.
There. Are we getting fumes inside this building now?
Nah, we're good. It did?
No. A little bit yet. Yeah, that's in there pretty good.
When it cools, will it naturally break loose?
I don't know. We'll let it work its way around.
You know what I'm saying? As it contracts.
We're going to let it heat cycle a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm not going to heat up any more.
No.
It's too hot already. Damn it. Yeah, I can't do that over there. It's warm. There's somewhere to stay. So we're going to let this stuff do its job here. Yeah. Waste it. Piece is too slimy.
Too wet. It'll get hard.
Problem is the screwdriver was getting warmed up.
Yeah. Oh.
Keep pouring it in there. And we'll let it soak in there overnight. We'll give it another round of this crap tomorrow, or actually on Sunday. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
You working Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be here Sunday. We'll go look at hot rods tomorrow, race cars, and racing crap. Come on, you dumbass, get out there. So hopefully this will just soak in overnight.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know how far down that goes.
Well, somewhere it's a solid plug.
Yeah. Well, it has to soak through whatever rust and water and mud, whatever's down in there. So it'll just, you gotta put enough of it in here to do something. You can see how it goes down the outside and it just, it's all the way down to here, but it's evaporated before it got that far.
Yeah.
Didn't really put all that much in here volume-wise, but it adds up. Get that up tomorrow, put it back in the container.
Now it melted away. That tab is hot.
Yeah, but it'll solidify. See, it's going on the outside, not the inside there.
It's going.
All right, well, you get the idea. So we're
We're
we'll
gonna let
finish
this
up.
let this bitch cool off overnight.
Yep. There,
All right.
in there now.
We'll try again.
See what happens.
Okay, well, we bent this last time. We were figuring the stem is full of rust from water, so hammering on it, we bent that. Ride control, so we're going to straighten it out.
want to straighten. All right, we're pretty straight. It's pretty hot, as you can tell. Okay, now I'm going to put this on the hydraulic press and see if we can move it. Definitely does not want to go.
What kind of pressure are we talking?
That's 3 tons. It's starting to fold over.
3 tons.
Just see the mush is above more than that.
Good Lord.
That was 4 tons.
4 tons.
See how much the old fork was flexing?
I did not notice. I'm looking at the...
When you let go, you can see it.
The only thing left to do would be to drill out through the bottom, wouldn't it? Or grind off. I mean, we
You don't know. You don't know where it's stuck yet.
No, that's true. But I'm guessing since the water laid at the bottom.
So I'm gonna straighten the back out and put some more heat to it. Is what we're gonna do.
Okay, sounds good. It's got to come.
At some point we're gonna melt it. See how much I bent it over.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure can.
there's all our tip dip went on the floor. Down
Yeah. About a half gallon.
So much for letting it sit over the weekend.
Yeah, it didn't seem to penetrate anything, did it?
Didn't do anything for it.
Stem's moving.
That was the centerpiece there. It's hot. It's hot.
What area did you see the fork bending in? I didn't notice.
The whole thing flexed when I let go of it.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, you'll see it in the camera. You play it back when I relieve the pressure on it. All right, so that's all we're getting out of that for now. Our next problem is we are out of go juice.
Okay.
So we're going to swap out the go juice container. Which is pretty well my damn press right now too.
It's a 1 1/8 nut. I think we're out of oxygen. Not sure what he said.
Somebody stole the press wrench with back here somewhere. So I got my own. For some reason we have this needle's on 0 and this one here is on the pin. The torch didn't want to work anymore.
Never a good sign.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm thinking there's not enough go juice materials in there anymore.
So we're changing out the O2. That's the oxidizer, right?
So hear the pressure?
Zip.
Oh, it's still blowing.
Oh, all right. Just not enough to
hear
register the
it?
gauge.
Can't you hear it blowing?
No.
Valve's open right now.
The oxygen thread is left, and the
See, that's how much pressure we have.
yeah, and the acetylene is right-hand thread, correct?
Yeah. Well, one's one, one's the other.
Right. Well, I'm just saying
See,
you
I
can't
pulled
mix
that-
them up.
Did I pull that off normal way or?
Yes, it did.
Okay, that's normal way on that one. So that's how you do that. So you have your safety chain down here that you use. Pop that up.
Run this down to Kmart and get it filled.
Kmart.
Kmart.
Damn, is that good? Now we gotta go back to our welding area over here and our safety device. There, that way the bottles can't fall over. High tech. So we got our nitrous bottle. We can't use nitrous for our oxygen. So So we have to get the nitrous bottle out of the way. Go back in here, move the other nitrous bottle out of the way. Nothing to race it all around here. Got our oxygen compressed. Running that lid again. So, get these empty bottles. Move your foot. Alright.
Okay, this is an owner bottle here. No name up there. This one belongs to somebody.
It belongs to me.
Well, your name's not on it.
It's my bottle.
Something equipment company.
It's my bottle.
All right, you say so. Air gas wouldn't think so, but
They're the ones that fills it.
okay.
It's my bottle.
Just saying. I know when there's nothing on the collar.
It's my bottle.
Those are owner bottles, and
It's my bottle.
you've got possession of it, my friend. That's good enough for me.
When I go up there, it's my bottle.
Okay.
You know, if they gave me a damn company-owned bottle last time, I'll just tell them, well, you screwed up. Didn't back my damn test my bottle. These are my bottles.
Because the ones I've got are mine also, but it took a long time to get them swapped around. This one too, I'm guessing nothing on the collar here.
This is an old piece of crap bottle. Look at the mechanism on this thing.
Yeah. Oh, Victor Equipment Company.
Really old. It's a little bit heavier than it was.
Oh, it's full of air.
Yep, well, that one's full of air too, it's not much.
Yeah.
So the first thing to do is get your safety chain hooked up.
Of course.
It's fun to do. These bottles change in sizes all the time. It goes in there.
That looks safe.
It's in there. You don't like that? It's good enough for the owner. He's not that picky right here. We don't know who that is though.
Okay, give him the procedure as far as tightening those gauges down.
Tighten it down like that.
I know.
You take the official tool.
But sometimes you'll have a little leak and you gotta just go the extra little oomph. By the way, Tatro uses a crescent wrench. That's 1 1/8". I like to dedicate a open end for that, but whatever.
Yeah, well.
He's complaining about where's the crescent wrench, so.
Yeah, somewhere I probably do have the correct tool somewhere.
Tato says just get the crescent wrench.
What the fuck is Tato?
I don't know. Tato Racing. That's how they advertise. Tato Racing.
Somebody put the darn hose in the wrong side here too. Look at that.
Okay. Well, that wouldn't be me.
See, there's 1 1/16" wrench right there. Why don't you use that?
Because it's not big enough.
Oh, is that the problem?
I got an extra 1 1/8".
Next thing you're gonna want a torch that doesn't blow up every time you use it either. Okay, now you turn this on. Jeez. It went up to 1,800 pounds. 1,900 pounds.
1,900.
I thought they're supposed to be like all the way around to here, aren't they?
Well,
Them cheap bastards, they don't give you any fuel.
that's the big bottle.
No, that's the cheap bottle.
What's CFM of that?
I don't know, but they're getting cheap at what they're giving me.
Hydro tested in 2015,
That must
so
be a
you
good
know
bottle.
you're good.
Like right here. So now you get this one filled up. Put that in the back of the cab.
Yeah, they'll like that when you come driving in with that. Scooby's sitting on the damn thing.
He's holding it down. All right, here's my safety device here. You gotta make sure you chain these in so they can't fall over.
That's what I like to do.
We know that's good. Here, that goes behind you in the trash. Okay.
Back to work.
Now we get some real work done. Crank that damn knob. There we go.
What do you run your line pressure?
It's more than what it was.
Well, 6 and 12, the book says. What do you run at?
6 and 12. Hell, I don't know. That's about there, and this one's about there.
Well, a little low on the aux, but you're okay.
I don't know. I turned it up. I got to see what
all
happens.
Right.
You have to turn the valve on first. There, look at.
Well, all right. I'm just saying. The book says 6 and 12. You got no settling at all. I gotcha. The mixture's got to be right or you don't get the correct heat. Used.
Well, they're new on this side. They're used on this side.
That's about how you want it to look.
Yeah, they're used there. They're new here.
Well, at this point, I'm in uncharted territory, so whatever you want.
We're going to heat it up.
Give them a narrative here about what extreme heat does to metal.
Takes the heat treat away.
Takes the heat treat away. Why is that important?
Keep it from falling apart when riding the bike that way.
All right, so what you're saying is you're virtually reducing this to marshmallow status, right?
This is an early World War II forge, so it's all brazed and not welded.
Okay, so we're going to stay away from that stem.
So if you get it too hot, you melt the braze away.
All right, well, we're not going to do that.
We don't know where this is stuck on the bottom or the top. So we just have to kind of heat all the way over and get everything nice and juicy and warm. It starts stinking really good with melting that friction material down there. You want to move it around a lot so you don't spot heat it and make it hot in one area.
Can you point out the difference of that tab? That's the 4-5 fork because of the hoop. Big Twin is what?
Has a fork.
Big Twin has a fork on the back of the rear leg. That's how you can tell that's 4-5. Okay. Later war years, those were welded. This one's brazed. So he's guessing this is early WWC. Yeah, you're getting there.
Keep it on a light red, that's going to be about 800 to 900 degrees.
8 to 900. We got fire.
That needs a burning kit. Like an oil well. warm. I don't want anything hotter than that. We'll lose out our brazing material. Let's go try the press again.
Come on, baby.
Too far over.
Come to Papa.
It's gonna fold over. It's folding. So pressing's not gonna work. Number one hammer. Yeah, nice red color in the dark. It's solid to hit on. This is hot too. You can definitely feel the heat. No movement. That is not moving. See, that has not loosened up one bit yet. That dampener's still stuck on. That thing is warm down there. So we have failed at getting this out of here.
We've given it our best shot.
So at this point, all we can do is we're going to have to do something different because this is not working. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cut the end of this off. Get this piece off of here, and then I'm going to get me a piece of tubing or something to hold it across this right here in the surface. And then I'm going to have to press it from this side, trying to go that direction with it. And see if we can get the brake free that direction, because it's not moving the other way. And there's nothing keeping it from moving the other way. It should be able to come out no problem.
It's just years of rust.
So then we're going to have to start just drilling it out and see what happens. And try not to screw the stem up, which is going to be fun. So
at this point,
I can't go any harder. I'll go any harder, I'll melt the brazing.
At this point, do we want to not have the ride control?
Steering damper.
Steering dampener, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm just saying.
We'll get it out one way or the other.
Okay.
It's just what I got to do to get it out.
Gotcha. Don't try this at home, folks.
At some point we're going to get it out. It's just a matter of how much damage we're going to do doing it, that's all. Somehow we're going to have to try to drill it. That would be the next option. After pressing on doesn't work, you start drilling. So then you got to hold this thing in the milling machine and try to drill through here. And you just got to keep stepping up your forces. We already stepped up as much as we can go.
At least with the heat, yep.
Can't go any more with that.
Okay, well.
Yeah, we're just going to just grind this away and
let this bear cool off.
come back and do it again. Yeah, we're going to scratch in the paint now.
No.
So I'm just going to get this piece off of here. I don't know if I can get in here with my favorite tool or not. Be careful with that. I should be able to do it without getting a fork.
When you want to move metal, that's the tool to do it, man.
Gets the job done.
Good God, that thing is great.
It gets the job done. Does do that. No reason to be pussyfooting around. Let's get it out of there.
Watch your eyes.
Why? Hurt my eye, Annie. These are a little warm though. I always keep my workbench clean.
That thing come up and stick on your eyeball you wish you hadn't wear.
You get nowhere near my damn eyeball.
Hey, these are all parts that we could save.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put some new friction lining on there though. I think that stuff's a little hot down here. Might be a little crispy. Probably exceeded the safe recommended operating temperature of that piece.
Well, that thing made itself one, didn't it? Is that main boss, that's part of the tree, right? So the process to do that, they forged that and then milled that off, huh?
This is just rusted in there pretty good.
No, but I mean the flat surface itself.
Yeah, that's another piece that's brazed together.
Oh, I see. Okay, that was my question.
It's a big wash that's brazed
I
together.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a sandwich of parts all stacked up.
Gotcha. I see.
And you can actually see where it looks like they took an arc weld right here and arced that part on. Maybe.
Okay.
That might be brass. Well, you don't know until you get heat, clean it and see what color it is.
Right.
If it was arc weld, it'd be right here. There'd be two big arc welds. One right here, one right here.
And there again, that's how you can tell from
Right here,
early
right here.
production, late production.
Well, that's early war, late war. After the war, everything was welded. They had big long stitch welds all the way around. They still furnace brazed it when they were done, but they tacked it all up in a jig, all the arc welded it. Then they furnace brazed it. This one here, it was just all jigged up and then brazed. It was never arc welded together. So that denotes a pre-war fork or an early military fork. For quicker production, they went ahead and just started welding stuff. So it just varies a little bit. Now, what I don't want to do is what I'm going to do right now, which is going to fuck up the stem up here a little bit. I'm not sure if I really want to do that too much, but once I hit that once, it's going to probably screw it up, so I probably should do that. We need to get a big piece of tubing. That'll get me up to the height of this, plus an extra inch or so for it to come through. And then we'll go ahead and start pushing it from the other side, which is probably just going to mushroom it like this. But we can get a good, right now it's straight, so I can get a really heavy push on it before it mushes over.
Right.
It might be enough to break it free.
Right.
Doing that.
Because if you can't bring it into line, it wants to fold, right?
Yeah, and this one's already been bent over, so it just folds over further. Plus, every time you bend it, it bends more.
Right, right.
So right now we need to find something that's going to be, a piece of tubing that's going to be at least an inch on the ID, and bigger than that.
Okay.
So, somebody stole all my tape measures that used to be over here. Used to be two tape measures laying here to use.
Never touched them.
They're someplace. Could be laying over here, some other use. Somebody could have took them and did something else with them. So I always try to keep tools while I'm working all the time so we don't lose them. All right, we know we go find a piece of tubing.
Okay,
So
we'll
go
be
find
back.
that. We'll be back.